Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Breaking Tables, a Buffalo Fanatics podcast. I am your host, Brian Van Slyke. And today of all days, I've got a special guest for you. He goes on the long lines of first round draft pick, 28th overall, 1993, from a walk-on from UNC to getting drafted first round to starting cornerback in the Super Bowl in 1994. Your man from Buffalo, Thomas Smith. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, life is good. Life is good.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on the show. It's gonna get really interesting. Our topics kind of get fiery, and we also before we get into what we're gonna talk about, I gotta introduce one more guest here. My boy Tampa Neal, aka Numero Bueno. Man, I cannot pronounce your last name, brother. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop saying it. I'm just done. Don't worry. Okay, good. All gonna matter is pronouncing Thomas Smith's last name, because if you spell that wrong, if you pronounce that wrong, we're all in trouble. Yeah. So I did an instant reaction right after the game, and I know that I ran into you at the Booze Garden at Buffalo Fanatics, Thomas. I know I had to leave a little early. Sorry about that. But what was your instant gut reaction from that game? I'd love to hear it.
Wait a minute. Why'd you leave early anyway?
I had to go. I make other appearances to a couple other Buffalo backers bars. I just a little circuit. I was there right before I left, right before first quarter cut out, and yep. I got there just as second quarter was starting. So I drove really fast, brother. I'm sorry. I wish I should have stayed, but. Yeah, it was. You missed it. I heard it was a good time. John was saying it was a pretty good time. But talk to us, man. What was going through you, knowing that you've played for us fan base, and now you're just hanging with the fan base. Does that bring you back to the years of when you were just kicking ass at that sport? Talk to us, bro.
Yeah, it was definitely fun, man. It was just good to be around the crowd and to hear the cheers again. I've came to a couple games at the bar with John, but to experience the playoffs and be in South Florida, man, where else would you rather be? As Mark Levy would say, where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
I don't know about you, bro, but I will take 6 months of rain every single day of the year over 1 day of snow. I'm just saying.
Yeah, me too.
I've shoveled my fair share of driveways and scraped my fair share of windows, so I'm done there. I'm done. And the weather was absolute gorgeous. It was just amazing weather. Yeah. It was just really terrible. Okay. Do you think weather like that caliber, being like 30, below freezing temperatures, how does that affect the game from a defensive mind point to an offensive mind point? Can you tell the viewers, without listening to some fancy, analytics or whatever? Could you break it down to us layman's? What does the weather do, and how does that affect the performance of everybody playing?
Well, I'm going to kind of take you through a timeline. My first playoff game was in Buffalo and against the Raiders. It was minus 15 degrees.
Ooh. So my nuts just shriveled up.
That first year, I hated it. But as I began to, play in Buffalo and we used the weather to our advantage against opponents because no one wanted to come to Buffalo during the playoff. So after that first year, it was smooth sailing. But that first year that was brutal. I never wore so many clothes. But then after, through the years, you always see me in short sleeves and hike. And so it was really fun playing in the cold weather. It doesn't bother us as much as it bothers the opponent, especially somebody like the Dolphins, or when they come down, or Jacksonville, or any warm weather team, they come to Buffalo in December, January, they know it's trouble. They know.
Is that your first time experiencing the cold? I know you growing up and playing at UNC, Gates County, North Carolina, you guys never really had that experience of that weather like Buffalo.
No -15 degrees.
how many do you still carry long johns? Because I've never heard of long johns outside of Buffalo or Western New York. Nobody has it in stock.
No long johns. No long johns. But that was a cold game. That was, oh my God, -15. So it does. Everybody moves a step slower because of just the cold. But once you get to running around and the play starts, it really doesn't, take a toll on you until you stop on the sideline. But after that first year, it really didn't bother me. I really enjoyed playing in the cold weather, playing in Buffalo, and it didn't bother me after that first year, negative 15 degrees. So.
Yeah, I mean, that obviously you are one of the very few select people to play on the world stage of athletes. Us small fries are just like, oh, we're just going to get drunk and we're not going to feel anything. Okay. That's hence the Bills Mafia. So that follows me up to my next question, Thomas. How many tables have you broken?
Man, I don't, when did the Bills Mafia start? What year was that?
It had to been not, what's that?
Like that? 2014, I think, is when that guy like really blew it up.
Oh yeah,
Del Reading Group.
Really, it wasn't really big back then. I mean, the Bills fan was still.
Yeah, we're still crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, they were still
but,
in hot tubs outside.
You said what?
I said we were still in hot tubs out in the parking lot.
Oh yeah. I'm sure y'all were. Yeah. But it wasn't really that Bills Mafia until 2014. I thought I already retired or whatever. But no, I haven't broken any tables. I've taken plenty of shots though, and eaten a lot of chicken wings, but no tables.
I mean, obviously with 2020 and the pandemic, and now the Bills all season not having any fans, and now they're in the playoffs with allowing a very minimum amount of fans, which actually looks like a full Dolphins stadium. That's, because nobody ever goes to Dolphin Stadium. So, and that 67, we go to the games all the time down here, buddy. And that 6,700 fans, probably the loudest fans, that was the loudest stadium of the year. I can guarantee. But no one really knows what it's like unless you went to a playoff game. Thomas, you were there. You were on the field. I mean, does it make a huge difference not having any fans to having a very small, minute, when you experience that stadium completely max capacity? Can you just talk us through the differences or if there's any similarities to that?
Well, I really don't know because I haven't, played during the pandemic. I mean, I think I can imagine it being like practice, we still have fans. Like during training camp, we had fans. So, and then during practice, we didn't have fans. So I really don't know what it feels like to not have fans, except for during practice. And so I don't know what that feeling is, but I do know that, as a defensive player playing in Buffalo, it is amazing. It is amazing with the fans, and man, it gets so loud in there. So I just don't know what it is to play with fans play without fans. I really don't, except for at practice. So that's why I can imagine how quiet it can get.
But you guys are professionals.
I'm amazed at how they can continue to play the game at a high level without the fans this year. So that's been truly amazing to watch them still play and compete at a high level without fans all year long. I just can't imagine. It just seems so strange not having fans. I don't know, but I know
I agree.
Loud in Buffalo. We loved it, man. It was oh my God, man! It just the cheering, like the Bills, like the Bills bars. I go to every city I've been in. I've been at a Bills bar, and the cheering, the loud. That's how it is everywhere, and it's like 200 times more than that, at the stadium. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been to Orchard Park, but I can tell you one thing. I was down here in Miami when every year they come down to Miami. I always watch them every single year, and every single year it's a stadium full of Buffalo Bills. I shit you not. I mean, you've been. I'm sure you know. Neil, you've been too. First off, Dolphins fans don't even show up till after the first quarter, and then all Bills fans, and they have to leave at third quarter because down South Florida traffic, stupid. It's stupid. So they're already gone, and the stadium looks three-quarters still full, which is like it's just packed, all blue, all red, white, and blue. So, I can't imagine, and I can't imagine of what they're going through. And I think that's a huge obstacle to get over. Like, you're playing for yourselves. Now you're playing, which, outside of the stadium or the fan, they would be there if they were allowed to. But now you're playing for, just right now you're just playing to play. And now you got a fan base that's watching you for the first time this year on a stage like the playoffs. I bet you they had some nerves going. Just walking out there, you guys are professionals. You do this day in and day out.
Right,
so
right.
I don't know what you guys are going through walking through that tunnel, and a transition from, not like you said, you saw an entire packed stadium. You can hear them from the locker room. Now it's just like, well, what's their motivation? It is difficult. So I think what they're doing, what anybody is doing in a lot of those stadiums is different. And that's why I don't like that whole stupid asterisk. Oh, it was 2020 and COVID. And I'm sure you've both heard it, where they're like, oh, the Bills are good because of COVID, or, people whatever, guys, go away.
No, it takes a strong mental, capacity to, be able to go out there and play. And, I know I think everybody's used to most people that are there, they're used to the fact that they know you play on Sundays, you play on Thursdays. So when game day is, your mind is mentally sharp enough to know when game day is. But I just can't, I don't know, I guess I just can't imagine just not playing without fans, just coming down that tunnel, hearing your name introduced, and the fans going crazy, and it just be so loud after every play. It's just, I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine not playing without fans.
So we went to the Bills game in Miami this year, and that was probably one of the strangest things being at that game. And you could actually hear the players in the field.
Oh, you could?
You could hear the players. You normally.
Oh yeah.
You could hear the players in the field. If you yelled something to them, there's a solid chance they may have even heard you.
I guarantee they heard me. I left that stadium talking like this, like I smoked like 30 Marlboro Lights or something, which you weren't even allowed, no alcohol or no tobacco. But I completely lost my voice after first quarter. And that's pretty much how everybody who went to the playoffs this past Saturday, I guarantee every single one of their voices are gone. I want to find one person. I'm going to go through your social media. I'm going to find one person with their voice, and why weren't you screaming? Because you are one of the lucky few.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just comparing that to the last time I was in Buffalo for a game, we went to the Ravens game last year. Took my daughter there. It was her first game that she's ever been to in Buffalo.
Uh-huh.
And, man, it was loud. She was like, she had to go up for a few minutes. It was just loud. And that game was an amazing game, too, to be at. So –
oh, yeah, you bring up the Ravens. That's who they play again. That's gonna be a big game.
Yeah, I was there last year. That was an amazing game to be at. And
awesome, dude.
It's going to be different this year.
Yeah.
So getting into the round of the competition, and you've got a firsthand knowledge of what competition is. The only competition I know is how many likes I can get with my stupid memes on social media. So I am not even near your level. Like someday when I grow up, no, I'm just kidding. Thomas, because you've played with the baddest of the baddest, and that 90s era with the Buffalo Bills. I mean, you were part of just like the elite of the crop. Like you were the part of a dynasty. Like if people from 2000s and to present or up to a couple of years ago, the Patriots. So that was your guys' era, your guys' domain. That was your Western New York was your guys' blood, your DNA. I think it all started with Marv Levy. I don't know if you could agree, but coming from UNC, your first time with Marv Levy, he's a Hall of Fame coach, just amazing leader. I'm pretty sure every single word comes out of his mouth is a motivational meme or it should be a poster, because it's just, where would you rather be than right here, right now? Yeah. Kind of, experiencing that with Marv Levy, meeting Marv Levy. What did you notice any kind of similarities on what Sean McDermott did coming on board, just getting rid of players, creating a culture, creating I guess a community, feel for that team. Could you give us an insight on maybe similarities or differences?
No, I mean, I don't know Coach Sean McDermott that well. I haven't been back to Buffalo to meet him since he's been the coach. Well, no, we did go back, but I didn't get a chance to meet him. So I really
just like things that you've heard and it makes you think of, well, my coach did this, etc.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I haven't really heard anything about it. I mean, Marv was a very incredible coach, and I mean, I got there during the last Super Bowl, so the culture there was already set. He definitely was a player's coach. He was very friendly, he let his coaches coach. So he was more like the CEO, the captain of the ship. And I just remember the Saturdays before the game, he's always got this peculiar pregame speech. He's always doing research, and he talks about history and all kind of stuff in his pregame. So that's what I remember most about Marv. I mean, he was very like a CEO. I mean, he let his coaches coach, and he motivated us he gave us information updates during the week, but he was a very, smart guy and did a lot of research to motivate us and gave us these tidbits and these little, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. He just educated us every time. It's like an education and a motivational speech at the same time.
Educator, mentor, leader, all the above.
Yeah, very masterful in motivating and getting us ready to play. I mean, it didn't take much because we had a lot of superstars on the team, but just the things that he say, it was just, I look back on it was truly amazing, and some of the stuff he said, and I love playing for him. I mean, I played for him. I played for what's his name, the defensive coordinator, Wade Phillips, and
Wade.
Yeah. So it was very good to play for Marv. I really love playing for Marv. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would just to be a fly on the wall, and living in that era with greats, with legends, with Hall of Famers, is just with athletes such as yourself, being like you were a badass. I mean, you were one of the UNC's leaders called the Rude Boys, bro.
Yeah. I started that back in my freshman year. We just because we had a big competition between the wide receivers and the defensive backs. I forgot what they called. Oh, they called themselves the Freaks. And so, so we had to come up with a name. And
it's like, all right, I'm going to take that and double it with something cooler.
Yeah, so we came up with the Rude Boy. I think I was listening to this song made by somebody. I forgot what it was made, but we called ourselves the Rude Boys. Like we was not polite on the field. We was trying to just go against them. So it was a good, friendly competition, and and it's been going on to this day. I mean, we got people, that have tattoos with Rude Boys on them. That's how big it is at UNC, man. Even Leon Searcy, he played in Buffalo.
Oh yeah,
he has a Rude Boy tattoo. Dre Bly. So we have a lot of defensive backs that come out of there that's been pretty good, and it just stuck, man. And now everybody's the Rude Boys now. So yeah, I'm definitely part of the OG.
Oh yeah. So I gotta ask now though, being you going to do Buffalo, playing Buffalo, did you guys have like kind of a nickname, being quarterbacks and playing with the team that you did? Did you guys have or was your whole defense a certain nickname, or you guys? I know that was probably a lot more camaraderie than you saw in UNC.
No, we didn't have a nickname in Buffalo. We really didn't have a nickname, and we came in. They already had pretty much superstars in that defense. You got Bruce, you got Darryl, you got Cornelius.
The list goes on. You could name the entire team. It's Tasker,
Jones, and
Terrell, Tally.
I mean, everybody was there, so it was like, no, we didn't need a nickname. You just fall in line and make sure you play on Sundays, and that's it. Come to play. Whatever you do during the week is what you do, but come Sunday, you got to play.
Judge,
you were such a hard hitter in your day. What do you think about the rules that cornerbacks have to follow nowadays? Like, it's like they can hit pass interference.
Yeah.
I think a little out
Do
of
you,
control.
do you think it got softer as the years go on? I mean, softer as in for the protection and safety of for players, obviously. But I mean, you guys were just hard hitting, and if it didn't, like the harder you hit, the better you were, I guess.
I think it's they're trying to clean up the game a little bit and make it safer. I mean, because people are with the concussions and the injuries that can occur if you don't hit properly. So I think it's more of making sure that the player uses proper technique so they can reduce concussions and injuries and stuff. But as far as pass interference, we did a lot of bump and run. I mean, we had a great front seven with Bruce and Cornelius and Darryl and Bryce and the linebackers we had. So we had a great front seven. So the quicker Bruce could get to the quarterback, the less we got to cover. So
Yeah, hey, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
So we bumped and run a lot. So we still had the 5-yard rule in effect, but I think it's a little more stricter now. You really can't touch them as much as we touched them, back in the day. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. The game always evolves and changes. It's been that way since in the Pittsburgh Steelers days.
Yeah. Yeah. Those guys couldn't play today.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
how about that game last night?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Couldn't believe that.
yeah, it's kind of hard coming down 35 nothing or 35-7 first quarter. It's
That was a crazy game. I guess Pittsburgh did not come to play on that one.
so Thomas, one of the Buffalo Fanatics member, Judge Mathis from the Air Raid Allen show. Him and Dave Tilton. I don't know if you ever watched their shows or not, but really good stuff. They've got a question for you. They wanted me to ask you, and actually, I wanted to know too. I'm sure Neil does, and everyone listening.
Oh,
Who was?
I bet you already know.
All right, go. Let's. What's the question?
Who's the receiver that was the toughest to cover or something? I bet you.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Not even close, Thomas. Man, you get that? Did you get that? Oh.
Who's the toughest receiver?
I would not ask you that, and neither would Judge Mathis. All right, can you help a boy out? Because this leads me into like the question that I wanted to, that kind of drive my question after this. So if you could answer that way, that would be badass.
All right, go ahead.
That was funny that you knew that though. That was so good. Okay, so 2 questions. Okay, question number 1. Yes, who was your toughest wide receiver you ever fought? Okay, all right. Question number 2. The guys that you played against and Stefon Diggs and what he's doing for Buffalo, just like number one wide receiver in the NFL, Stefon Diggs, hands down. If you could compare that wide receiver to one of your toughest wide receivers that you ever faced, can you just give us a breakdown on like those 2 type of wide receivers and why is it so difficult to cover those kind of receivers?
How big is Stefon Diggs? I don't know his measurements.
Yeah, I think it's like 6'1".
How much he weigh?
I think he's 190, I
2.
believe.
Let me go ahead and just Google this really quick.
So he's probably like a Marvin Harrison type then, right?
He's 6 foot.
With his route running ability, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm talking about his size and route running. Yeah, so he's probably fast.
190 pounds.
Oh, okay. No, I like Stefon Diggs. He's doing very well. I guess to answer the question, one of the toughest receivers. I think all around receivers as far as size, speed, physicality, because we do a lot of bump and run. I don't know if Stefon, Diggs face a lot of bump and run. I think. Do they bump and run that?
Oh yeah, I mean they can't with. I don't think they can with him. It's just because they'd have to like triple cover him because he would just blow the guys out of the water.
Well, they do a lot more zone with him because they try.
We played against fast guys 1-on-1, and we bump and run everybody with barely any safety help because we was always playing one-on-one. That's one thing we thrived on in Buffalo is playing one-on-one. So I would say one of the best receivers I played against, and it's all around. Physicality, size, speed, hands, is Terrell Owens. I got to give him props. He was that guy. Also, Chris Carter. I played against Randy Moss. I played against Jerry Rice. So we played against the guys that had some size. Mm-hmm. When I played against Marvin, because he was with the coach, if I can get my hands on Marvin, you can pretty much slow him down. But he's still quick out of his cuts, and I take pride in bump and running. So, Stephon is having a very good year, and he's definitely lights out, and he's definitely fast. I don't know what's his speed, like 4.3.
Like 5 billion miles an hour. It's ridiculous. Like, this guy is the road runner, and Wile E. Coyote is still trying to chase after him.
Yeah. Yeah, hands down, it's definitely with Terrell. So, because I played against him when I was with the Bills, when he was with San Francisco, and then I played against him when I went to Chicago and played against him. So, yeah, I would give it to Terrell. Everybody always asks me that, either Terrell or Chris Carter, because we bump and run. When I bump and run, guys, my height or smaller or, 190, I'm going to slow them down. I'm going to definitely get my hands on them and slow them down. We took pride in jamming receivers. Believe that. That's how Bruce became the all-time sack leader.
Now, if you being that you've covered a lot of these greats, Thomas, right. Now that you've covered a lot of these greats, that says a lot about you, because, you were a stout defender. You were a stout defender, and, you started all 16 games. I think only 1 year you only played like 14 games or something, but for 9 years you played all the time. You played every single game.
Yeah. I only missed, I hurt my knee against the Raiders, man. I remember that game. I was going for the pick on a slant route against Jerry Rice, and my safety, Kurt Schultz, collided with me and, injured my MCL. But, I consider myself, pretty good back in that day. Of course, as a cornerback, you got to have confidence. And,
back in the day, bro, I saw you Saturday in person. You look more physique, healthier, and stronger than Terrell Owens does his entire prime life, bro. Stop it, Thomas.
I'm in good shape now. You gotta be in great shape in Florida, man.
Oh, what? Florida. Have you seen me? I got a CAG in here. My wife calls me the teddy bear, which I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to. I'll probably delete that part.
Yeah, man. I still work out. I run. I stay right on the intercoastal here, so I run right on Ocean Drive, A1A, for about 3.5 miles, like 3 times a week, twice a week. Then I work out, so keeping toned, and so yeah, you got to stay fit in South Florida, man. Have you seen the beautiful women around here? Oh my God!
I don't at all. I just watch sports, come home with my lovely, beautiful wife.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you go home. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm out having
fun. Thomas, if you could have one play in your professional history, if you had one play that you could just say, I want to take back because this one play hit me hard, or either I did good or I could have done better, or just anything on the top of your mind that you could just blast off that, man, I want that play back.
Nah, man. I don't know if it's too many hits to the head.
And I quote Thomas Smith, no, because I'm a motherfucking legend.
No, I'm not a legend, but I'm just saying I haven't dissected every play. If you'd asked me what one of my greatest plays were, I could give you that. But as far as, I focus on the good and not the negative. So I don't remember any negative stuff,
Well, that's good. That means that you've had a hell of a lot more positives than bad, because,
but
most people are like, oh.
One play, though. I do remember one play I do like, though. It was against.
Okay.
I was because I play corner, and I was a big Deion Sanders fan. So when I had a chance to play against him when he was playing wide receiver, remember they came to Buffalo. Won 13-10, and the last play, I picked off a pass, Troy Aikman against Deion on that post route. So that was
man. Picking off the Hall of Famer.
Signature plays there, what I'm saying? Running step with Deion and pick off Troy Aikman. So, to win the game.
Where's that ball? Why is that ball not in the, you gotta put a frame around that ball. Ask for that ball. I want that ball back. Let's, Mafia. Let's go find this ball.
I have the game ball for that one.
Nice,
Just,
bro.
just
That's
in,
awesome.
it's in storage right now because I just moved to South Florida in May, so I haven't brought all my stuff up yet. So a lot of it's in storage, but yeah, I just got up here in May. So
There's a lot of things to do here in South Florida, bro.
Man, I love it.
Golf. I don't know, Tom. So you ever
Yeah, you
golf
play
at all?
golf?
Oh, absolutely, my man. I actually I play every single weekend, and I actually got an opening Saturday if you're down. Right before that, I want to do in the morning. That way we have all afternoon and get ready for the game.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's play Saturday. What you
All right,
playing,
I'll reach out. Let me go look. I'll take a look at some tee times, and I'll reach out.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, guys.
Hold on. Are you gonna stay at one place this time or what?
If you want to meet, let's meet up. Where we drinking at? I mean, where we watching the game at?
Of course, Booze Garden.
Do I go back to Booze Garden?
That's where I'm going every
All right.
time.
I gotta check with the missus on that one. She wants me to kind of stick. She's a homebody, and I'm a homebody too.
You're a sports fanatic. You got to be out in the action.
I know. I'll talk her into it. I'm gonna delete this whole segment, guys. So don't worry.
I hope you get to come to Tampa and hang with Neil though. Neil. You got some space over there.
Yeah, Tampa has got plenty of great hotels. I'm asking my wife to put more people up. I already got 2 kids, man.
You see, man. I want to.
You guys got to come over to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I wonder how it would be with the. Are they going to allow fans in the game or what?
I have already got my tickets to the game, so yes.
Oh, how'd you get tickets so fast?
Buy them.
Yeah,
There's only one place that sells Super Bowl tickets as of right now.
Wow.
So I contacted the Bucks, and they told me who to call and get it done, and I spoke to their rep, and after that game on Saturday, I was a little intoxicated, and guess what? It just kind of happened. Here's my credit
How
card.
many fans are they allowing into the stadium?
So I've heard 25,000. I mean,
That'd
right
be
now the
huge.
Bucks games we're allowing 20, so they're allowing a little bit more than that. I don't know how they're going to spread them out, but I don't care.
Wow.
I plan on being there.
Well, South Florida, Miami Dolphins were at full capacity, weren't they?
No.
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 I could have swore they were at full capacity. No, like I said, I say a lot of wrong things, so I'm okay with that. But
But for the
well,
Super
Dave,
Bowl itself, I've got my boat's going to be right where all the people are going to be, right downtown in Tampa.
You got a
we're gonna be
boat?
set-
You got a boat?
yeah, that's where we're doing the live stream from. We're gonna do
Hold
Breaking
on.
Tables
Is it a
live.
boat or is it a yacht?
It's a pretty good sized boat. It is no. It's not.
It's
a
like
huge
if
boat.
a yacht had a
It's got
baby.
cabin and a bathroom and AC on it. So
So
good
is it
enough.
if it's over 27 foot, it's a yacht.
it is 27 foot exact.
All right, we'll give you the yacht.
I like the yacht. The yacht sounds so much better. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna live stream from my buddy's dinghy. I'm gonna live stream from my friend's yacht.
Yeah. I need friends with boats, so I might have to jump on it with you.
Yeah,
Dude,
we'll be right in prime location for Super Bowl festivities. So I'm ready.
I wonder how that's gonna work though with the festivities. I guess it's hard to go to a Super Bowl without having some kind of festivities, right?
Well, Florida's a
The way
lot
that
more
they-
lax, I guess, right?
Yeah, the way that they set everything up in Tampa, like they're going to have a lot of the media stuff going on right at the convention center, right downtown. There's a pretty big ass park just down the river, a little bit further down. That's where they're going to have all the like the pump, pass, and kick things they have for the kids every year.
Yeah. The pick
And
pass
a little bit
contest.
like there's a whole river walk area where everything's going to be like separated quite a bit. And in Tampa,
okay.
you can drink on the river walk legally.
You had me a drink.
Yeah. You can grab a beer on one end and just keep walking down to another until you find another bar.
Oh, it's a bunch of bars on the Riverwalk?
Yeah, there's a few different places you can stop at. You have the whole like downtown area, then you've got the center part of Tampa itself. There's about 5 or 6 bars there. Then you get Armature Works, and you have a wharf area too. So there's different spots.
Nice, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be
it's nice.
epic. So
Really
if you're
fun.
if you're gonna be in town for the Super Bowl, you'd have to stop on by so you can go live stream with us. Again, the show is not an analytics show whatsoever. Bills beat the Colts 27-24. Move on to the next round. Now we play the Ravens. We saw the shit show the Steelers did last night. The Browns are gonna get destroyed. So whoever wins on Saturday night, 8:15, is going to be playing the Chiefs. Unless the Chiefs can't stop the run, because listen, no,
out, man.
Unless the rust is like, the rust is real. Unless that rust is real. I mean, you saw Ben Roethlisberger, that rust was real. Whether him throwing it or the guys dropping all those damn catches last night against Steelers versus Browns, the rust is real. Thomas, tell us, the rust is real, right? Rust is a real thing.
Yeah, they better have all their starters back on their defense on their back end, because Kansas City is really high powered.
Oh yeah.
So they got to have all their horses back there.
You don't think Patrick Mahomes is gonna, after 2 weeks of, I'm not saying 2 weeks of rest. He wasn't like in, Tahiti for 2 weeks chilling on the beach drinking Mai Tais. Yeah, I'm sure he was working out, but he's just like that game. Do you think he loses a step for missing out on key games and stuff?
No. I mean, because we like the bye week. We've been the wild card, and we also been like we've been, had the bye. We like having the bye. Yeah, that gives you time to rest, and you like coming off the bye and playing. So yeah.
You're saying the Chiefs are going to beat the Browns over there?
Yeah, I really believe if Cleveland don't have all their, I think they was missing some players against the Steelers. They had some backup plan.
Yeah,
they don't have
they don't
have their starters in the back end.
Both two quarterbacks, two cornerbacks were out because of COVID, and like 5 coaches, and I mean that was to overcome adversity like that.
Yeah, so if they don't have everybody in there, it's gonna be a long day for them, because that Tyreek Hill is no joke.
Yeah, man, he's fast.
And Trevor Kelsey, oh my God, them boys is.
Did you ever cover anybody that was that big like Travis Kelsey?
Let me see. Yeah, big. Yeah, because Ben Coates was pretty big, but I don't know if he was as fast as Shannon Sharp.
Oh yeah, I think he was probably one of the bigger.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp was a big boy now, and he can run. So yeah,
and talk a lot of trash. I heard.
Oh yeah, talk a lot of trash. He still talks trash.
who was the number one trash talker you ever met?
Oh man,
just like fun sports. Let's go. Let's trash talking. Like, oh man, that was ruthless. And then you guys, shake hands afterwards or be enemies. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn was. Oh yeah, Keyshawn talked a lot of junk.
I can see that.
Marvin didn't talk too much. Terrell didn't say. He would talk a little junk. But Jerry wouldn't say too much. Chris Carter would talk. That dude from Miami would be talking all the time. He didn't even play that much, but I think they're always talking, the fast one. Not OJ, but there's another guy. I can't think of his name. But he would talk all the time. Oh my God.
Well, that's at least he's known for his shit talking and not his play talking. So that's good. So bye.
Right.
Going into this game, I didn't want to touch on, we all watched the game. Everybody's heart was glued onto the Colts game versus the Bills. I don't want to talk too much about it because of how everybody was just kind of like into that game. Seeing what their running squad,
No, we weren't.
Well, yeah, he's doing shots.
We was watching the highlights of the game. As long as they was winning, we was shooting.
Well, it's probably a good thing I left then, because I wouldn't have been able to watch this game. But I was glued to that TV, and my aura around me makes sure nobody messes with me, nobody talks to me, nobody touches me, unless it's the bartender asking, "Can I get a refill?" And it's yes. So.
Because you had your little pet goat that you had with you.
My pet goat. His name is Josh Allen. What's that, Josh? You got something to say against Mr. Smith? Ma.
The goat.
Ma. He said he'd like to throw to you when you were back in your prime. No, I've always, you can't differentiate between different generations of sports teams. I always if this team played in this generation now, or if this team played in that generation, you always have that that they would be so much better or they'd be so much worse. You always have that argument. And I never, man, it's, the people that are playing right now, this is you're at the top level of the top level. Right. And no matter what generation you grow up in, you guys still work out, pour sweat, blood, and tears into what you do. And you go out on the field and pour blood, sweat, and tears into what you do. So it's just, I don't see the difference between the generations. Maybe the rules a little bit, but.
Right. Only can do that is on Madden So that's
Guys, what Jonathan Taylor and Hines did, rushing 78 yards, 75 yards respectively. Thomas, this is a question for you because without, we're both football nerds. We're not analytic nerds, but seeing that rushing and knowing that we're going to be facing a Lamar Jackson, former MVP, who has over 1,000 yards rushing this year, doesn't he? Yeah. What do you see? What kind of stands out from what you're watching these games as, like, oh, that defense, maybe they should adjust doing like this, or anything that you can just see that us normal viewers wouldn't see on what the reason behind that and maybe what we can do to stop Lamar Jackson?
Man, everybody got to stay disciplined.
WWTD. You know what that means? What would Thomas do?
Yeah, everybody's got to be disciplined from the front seven, man. They got to be disciplined. Everybody got to stay in their lanes, keep them contained. They're probably going to have to use a spy, but I don't know who's fast enough to
Milano.
spy.
That kid is so quick.
Yeah, the Edmonds.
Or Edmonds. Yeah, you pick. Wait, you pick one. Edmonds or Milano.
Yeah.
No, we got some studs.
Edmonds was
Yeah, so you don't
on
have to
him
spy.
last year during the
You
game.
get what?
I said Edmonds was a spy on him last year during the game, and last year he only had 40 yards rushing on the Bills defense.
Yeah, they got to do
So
the same.
they got to
thing.
do that. They got to. I mean,
Yeah.
And to add to that, Neil, he had 175 yards passing, so he couldn't run with it. He couldn't pass with it. He just got lucky a few different times, and our offense wasn't nearly as good as it
wasn't
is
full.
right
Right,
now.
exactly.
Right, that's the difference.
Dude, I'll tell you,
That's the
last year, if it wasn't for a amazing Marcus Peters knocking that ball out of John Brown's hands, that game was going back in overtime.
Yeah,
The Bills should have won that game last year. That was their game. Allen on that last drive, he had that 50-yard run. He was flying down the field at the end of the game, and they were ready to score. And give it his hand. Marcus Peters made an amazing play. That sucked for us, but
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, they definitely got to just be disciplined, and when they rush upfield and have that spy, man, because that dude can run for sure.
Just
So,
take off. And then on our side of our ball, our QB, he do the same exact thing. Just by looking at both teams, I see them putting more work into Josh Allen as we are going to put into Lamar Jackson. Just for the same fact that we know where our weakness is that rush defense. Right. I believe so. We all see it. Thomas Smith played in the NFL, and I'm sure he sees it too. You're hitting here first. Thomas Smith said the Buffalo Bills rushing defense sucks. No. I'm just Brian for breaking tables. I said that. I'll take 100% credit of that one.
I haven't been that analytical about the game. I just enjoy watching the game, and especially around the Bills fans. So I'm just enjoying the moment. I really am not that analytical about the game and stats and all that stuff. So I'm kind of like you guys.
I think that's why we get along, because I'm neither am I. So I have all this stats for nothing. I'm just going to go ahead and just throw that out of the way here.
Yeah.
No, I have like 4 pages. I'm like, I'm never going to use this. I don't know why. I just, I always just say stuff that comes to the top of my head.
Have it just in case, you're speaking to a stats guy, then you can, impress them with your numbers.
That's just take my calculator here. Thomas, can you tell us one story that would probably get you in trouble had the public known back in the 90s? Come on, bro. That was years ago, man. Okay, statute of limitations states in Erie County, you've got up to 7 years. So you're well over your statute of limitations, my man. Let's hear it. Come on, give me the juice.
Oh man.
You could say player A for anonymity. That's cool. I'm cool with it.
Did you listen to my Patrick Moran interview? No.
Yeah. I listened. I went through a bunch of
Daryl Talley story. Then.
what? Yeah, but I wanted something else that no one else knows.
Let's see here. Man, you got me on that one.
It started on.
All right, how about this? Let's start with rookie hazing.
Rookie hazing? No, I don't think rookie hazing. No, I didn't really have to do no rookie hazing except for buy food, some chicken. Take the DBs out to dinner. When I first got there, I did get enshrined in the Big Boys Club with Bruce and Thurman and Cornelius and Daryl when I first got there. When I was in college, I didn't drink Jack Daniels. I think I drank. I forgot what I drank, but it wasn't as strong as Jack Daniels. And once I met Bruce and them, it's like, "Come on, man, take this shot, Ricky." I was like, "Oh, shoot." And it's Jack Daniels, and I've been drinking Jack Daniels ever since. So I mean, I don't know how many shots we had, but man, that was the first time that they did introduce me and brought me in, and because Bruce was like a homeboy, because we was kind of from the same area. He's from Hampton Roads area, and I'm right above that in northeastern North Carolina. But yeah, Jack Daniels was my NFL drink of choice. Introduced to me by Bruce and Cornelius and Daryl and Thurman.
Do you ever tap into the beers? Try the Labatt, the Western New York famous Labatt Blue or Blue Light, or even Molson Canadian?
Yeah, I'm not a big beer guy, but yeah, I use it to chase shots. So, I take a shot and then I chase it down with a beer. But so that's about it. That's about.
We're gonna have fun Saturday night. Let me just say that.
Are you even coming?
Yeah, babe, we're going to Booze Garden. No, this is gonna be epic. So we're gonna be golfing.
I do have one thing. I can't tell the story because I'll probably get somebody in trouble.
No, use anonymity, bro. Anonymity. Just say player, or I can mute it out in the background when I'm re-recording or re-editing. Excuse me.
But no, I'm not gonna mention the player or the. I can't describe the situation because it's not for your listeners' ears, but.
Oh, now they want to know. They're like, they were gonna sign off, and they're like, "Oop, and I'm back."
We just had some good times back in the day, man. It was some good times, man. Kind of like I'm having in South Florida,
Good, dude. So Wild Adventures.
Some Wild Adventures.
I think Wild Adventures in South Florida probably beats Wild Adventures in Western New York. I mean, you can only do so much.
I don't know. I mean, South Florida is a different vibe, but we got back in the day when we was playing, we had downtown Buffalo. Then we had Canada.
Chippewa
Can't forget Canada. Canada, dude. Canada.
Oh! Does this story involve Canada? Because I go across that piece, bro. I was
just happening at a place called
Ontario.
Rumors.
No, I'm just saying, just going to Ontario and then going to Toronto. Oh yeah, man. We got some stories from Ontario.
How about this? I will share one story, okay? I am not going to use anonymity because it's about me. When I was 14 years old, statute of limitations, I'm okay. When I was 14 years old, my uncle took me to over the bridge, Canada. Well, we're in Ellicottville, south of Buffalo, and doing a festival, and I was working with him over the summer. And he goes, "Hey, Bribo, do you want to go to Canada?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." And we're 3 hours away, so we're driving down, and he goes, "Oh shit. How old are you, Brian?" And he's 14. He's like, "Oh, fuck. Thought you were 16. Because if you're 16 over there, no problem. You're good." And I'm like, "Don't worry, Uncle Joe. I got a fake ID. I'm good." And getting fake IDs in Western New York was probably the easiest thing to do. I mean, I think everybody literally had fake IDs, and that's if they checked. So we get over to Canada, and the first thing we get into is a casino. This is a Canadian casino. And
oh, yeah.
My ID had a little hole in it because it was one of my, I'm Filipino, and all Asians look alike. So I was using one of my older friends, cousins, friends, whatever, ID with a hole in it because it expired. So they punch a hole in it. And when I gave it to them, I was like, "Oh, I got a DUI. This is legit. I'm 21, acting all cool." Probably wasn't. I'd probably if I look back, if I was, if I died right now and look back at that, I'd probably be like, "What the hell is that little kid saying?" Anyways, they go, "Oh, we can't let you in. We're going to arrest you." My uncle comes over and talks him out of it. He's like, "Oh, this is a fake ID." And just "You know what? You're banned. You cannot come here for 1 year." So I got banned from Casino Niagara when I was 1 year old. Right after that, my uncle goes, "Well, fuck, now what are we going to do now, Bribo?" And I'm like, I got 2 more IDs on me. So he takes me to a strip club, my first strip club ever, 14 years old. And I'm just, whatever. I can't tell you the rest of the story because it's, I've got my wife listening. So,
Hey,
I got one that's like that too. We were working up there. There's about 6 of us driving up, get over the border, and I'm 18 at the time, and all the rest of my friends are 19. So 19 is legal there. And my buddy goes in the bar and slides me his ID. It was the same thing as you. Our ID didn't look really much like each other, but it looked close enough. I walked in there. I had no glasses on. I couldn't see a damn thing, and I was using his ID. And the bartender just kind of looked at it. He looks at me and he's, "What's your middle name?" I'm like, "Fuck, I know this guy."
You got to memorize that.
I know.
back and forth.
Luckily, I knew the kid good enough that I knew what his middle name was. He's like, just go in.
all right, I got a story. Then.
Yes, there we go. Oh, we talked it out of a Mafia. Here it is. This is why I do this, guys. Peer pressure. All right, all ears.
I happen to remember this, man. I was where was I at? Oh, it was right after the season. I think we lost to it was after the Music City Miracle game.
Oh.
So we lost that game. I'm at Joe Casino in Niagara. I'm just I'm playing blackjack in the back room back there. So and this is right after this. I think it was like 2 days after the season. So I'm playing blackjack. I'm playing 3 hands, $1,000 a hand. I ended up winning $50,000. The next day, I book a flight to California. I go to LA for the whole month of January. I stay at the Mondrian Hotel on Sunset, right? And but while I was in the airport, I was with my buddy Randy Peskin, and I was in the airport. I saw this beautiful woman on the payphone. I was like, "Damn, who is that?" And so she was on the payphone the whole time. So we board our flight. I'm in first class. And guess what? She's sitting right beside me.
No. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
So we hit it off. We hit it off, and we buying drinks. We doing it. And I get a number. I pick her up that night in the limo. And from then on, it was lights out. That's all I can say. It was a great night, man.
I'm going to bleep that. When you really listen to this, I'm going to have a whole bleep line in there just so audience can't hear what you said. And that's going to be hilarious.
Man, because it was crazy, man. It was just, oh, man. She was on the, oh, my God. I just can't even describe after that. It was a great night. It was a great night.
Yeah, I mean, bro, not only are you a star, but you're athletic, you're fit. Doesn't matter, bro. You're just a fit guy, just, doing your thing. You don't want anything to do with football. You want to just beat you. It's time for you. You were Thomas Smith, a cornerback for Buffalo Bills for every single day for a certain amount of months. Now it's Thomas Smith time. You know what I mean?
hey, the stars just for lying, man. She happened to be sitting right beside me, so I had to shoot my shot, man.
You still talk to her, or is it? Nah. You just think about her. You're just like.
No, I just remember that story.
One that got away.
Crazy story that it was like, what a night. I mean, it was epic night. It was an epic night. We was in LA, so we went to back then. The clubs were Roxy's and Bar One and some other club, but man, we hit the town. We painted the town, and then it was the rest is history.
That was actually the best G-rated story I've ever heard, bro. They should paint it like a Disney. I'm pretty sure there is a Disney movie already made about that. That's cool, bro. Thank you for sharing that.
But that was just one of those things that was just epic because I remember after that season, man, that was a good time because I was in LA for about a month.
Greatest memory in the 1990s. Like if you go back, you go to sleep, you wake up, you're like, oh man, am I a first round draft pick or what? Your greatest memory of the 90s and your professional history. I know that your interception of Troy Aikman against you're up against Deion Sanders. That should be probably number one. But do you have anything else that can just top that? You're like, well, whether it's football on the field or off the field, whether you helped an old lady, saved her from a burning building. Talk to me, bro. What do you got? I want some TMZ stuff, bro.
Nah, no TMZ.
I'm joking.
It's all football related, but the best memory, of course, was my first year. Get a chance to play with superstars and Hall of Famers that you grew up watching. Jim Kelly, Thurman, Bruce, Darryl, and to wreck Darryl's car my rookie year. And
wait, what? No, back it up. Let's no. Tommy, you don't get to say that you fell in love on a plane and then it's like throw in I wrecked Darryl Terrell's car. No. Let's start over.
I thought you listened to the Patrick Moritz though. I told the story.
My man, I honestly I listened to like the first 3 minutes of it, and I kind of fast flip forward just to see that type to compare my show. To be fair, I don't listen to any other show except for Buffalo Fanatics. And that's really it, bro. That's really it.
Well, during that first year, besides that we went to the Super Bowl, when I first got there, I didn't have a car at the time. I think I rented a car, but and Darryl had this nice red Porsche, man. Oh my God, it's nice. And I said, "Yo, Darryl, man, let me borrow your car for the weekend." And I wasn't even doing anything crazy, man. I just went to the ATM to get some money out, and he's got these low flarings on the side of his car, and I scraped it real bad.
Oh,
on his Porsche, going to the ATM. I was like, "Oh shit!" It just ruined my night. I was headed out to get drunk, go to a club. It just ruined my night. Like, oh shit, I got to go home. Like, how the hell I'm gonna tell Darryl, man? Because he was crazy back then. I'm like, how am I gonna tell this guy? I'm like, oh man, I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, oh shit. So I went to the next day, and I got to take his car back. I said, hey Darryl, I was like,
you remember when you let me borrow your car yesterday?
I was like, Darryl, I was like, what the? Well, excuse my language. I'm sorry. I was like, you're gonna have to edit that out. I was like, what is he gonna do? And I was like, so I was like, all right, Darryl, man, I kind of scratched your fender on your car, and I was like waiting. He's like, oh man, don't worry about it, man. You're a rookie first rounder, man. You got plenty of money. You can pay for it. You talking about somebody scared? Oh, I think I was in Buffalo a month. I was only there for about a month, man.
Just trying to be perfect, trying to be you, and there you go, wrecking a brand new Porsche. Not only a Porsche, it's you got Darryl Talley.
Darryl Talley, crazy Darryl Talley. The wild and crazy Darryl Talley.
Darryl Talley lives in Lakeland, right?
Yeah. I see him. He came down here a month ago. He was doing an autograph signing and with the guy from Buffalo, and I saw him because we had a Bills tailgate party during that weekend. The Bills came in town.
Yeah, second weekend of the season.
He comes to the Bills backers in Brandon, just outside of Tampa, because that's just insane, that one there. There's like 200 people there every game. And he came for one of the big tailgate parties they did. So it was pretty cool.
Man, Bills backers everywhere, man.
Everywhere, bro.
There's 6 of them in the Tampa area.
We're huge, Buffalo.
Yeah,
huge.
Like, when I stayed in Baltimore, D.C. area, it was like maybe 4 or 5 different ones. But the biggest one was in Jimmy's Tavern. Man, that is huge, man. They be having parties and it'd be off the chain. But I like this one too. So the booze garden is nice. It's nice. It's Alex Pasecos, who owns that bar. He runs. It's beautiful, bro. And, he's a great guy. But to finish my story, that rookie year was a great year. I got a chance to play a lot, and then to play in the playoffs, and then to play in the ultimate Super Bowl was just amazing first year, man. I mean, it was amazing first year to meet people that you looked up to play with them, to make some plays, and to play in the Super Bowl. Had family and friends. My parents was there, and it was just a great freaking first year, man. That first year was just awesome. So.
Well,
So yeah, I mean, I met the fans of Buffalo. The town was wonderful. The people are great. Man, it was just an awesome experience that first year.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. And I know that we're at the hour limit, and I want to keep this. I mean, we can talk as long as you guys. I can talk all night, but
no, I gotta go to sleep, man.
I gotta be up at 5 a.m., bro. I gotta, this is my superhero time. So, let me just use this to my advantage. If you can give one word of advice if I'm fortunate enough to have a Buffalo Bills listening to this, cast, if you can give them one word of advice to this team, what would it be? If they go, all right, listen, we're going to bring Thomas Smith in to knock some sense into you, some words of wisdom. What would be your words of wisdom?
They don't want my words of wisdom.
Hey, go out there and fucking kick ass.
Yeah, that's it.
Mic drop. Done.
No, man. I mean, enjoy this time, man. It's very, it seems like yesterday, but it was a very, seems like time just flies, man, when you're having fun. So just, enjoy the moment, have fun. I don't care what nobody says, man. You got to have fun, man. You got to have fun and enjoy the moment, treasure it, make memories, man. Just make memories and enjoy the camaraderie because you do miss it once you leave the game, the camaraderie and the brotherhood and just, because you round them 24/7.
Yeah.
You're always there at the stadium. You always, with your family there. And so just enjoy the time. And like Marv would say, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? So enjoy the moment.
Yeah. Can I get your prediction for this game coming up? If you were on the Vegas line right now, I think Buffalo Bills are 2.5. What do you think the score prediction is going to be? If somebody asks you, hey, what's the score going to be?
28-20. Buffalo.
28-20? You think that defense is going to shut down Lamar Jackson? You heard it here first. That defense is going to shut down Lamar Jackson.
I think this year is going to be special. I think we're on the way to Tampa.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, baby.
I think we're on the way to Tampa.
Neil, what do you got for your score prediction? So we got 28-20 from my man, Thomas Smith, 1993 first round draft, 28th overall. Again, walk on to starting in the Super Bowl.
That's my favorite number. See, 28. 28-20.
Neil, what do you got, brother?
I think that the Bills are going to come out strong. I think they got that monkey off their back. There was always that, they got to win the playoffs. You got to win the playoffs. And I think there was still some nerves on them as a team. And I think they're going to come out strong in this game. I think they go 31-12.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Justin Tucker is the only person that scores.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they going to get 4 field goals? That's it.
Right.
I mean, Justin Tucker is the only one that scores on the Ravens. They're ready for Lamar. They were ready for him last time. The only difference was this time we've got a hell of a lot more potent offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we got 2 Bills victories, and I'm gonna go ahead and do what I've always been doing. I don't think I've ever once predicted a Bills loss. That just doesn't happen for me. Okay.
Wait, what?
I've never once predicted a Bills loss.
Right now, whooping some.
I've never once predicted a Bills loss. The Bills are winning every time. My predictions are all Buffalo Bills wins. And first off, it'd be stupid for me to think, they're going to lose, because they're not going to lose.
Okay.
This team is
I was confused
a little bit.
Yeah, I was confused.
so good. This team is too. No, I said guys. I said I've never predicted a Bills loss.
I know. We thought you was about to predict.
I've never done it because I've always said the Bills. So if I can only show the viewers your guys' face right now, because you're like, what the fuck did you just say? I was gonna get punched. Thomas Smith was gonna drive to my house, kick my ass. Neil's like, I'm driving. So, all right, guys. Every time I predict the games, I'm always going 52-0, 48-0, 45-0, 42-0. Okay, maybe they'll get 3 points this game because it's fourth quarter garbage points. I can't do that anymore. I was humble eyes against the Colts, just like the Bills were humble eyes. And when I say that is, if you look at the past few games, they were on a roll where they're kicking.
Is that a word? Humble eyes?
Yeah, I just made it up. It's cool. It's all right. This is Brian Van Slyke breaking tables 101. Okay.
Hey, this is your show, right?
So I was humblized. It's going to catch on. Don't you worry. We're in the playoffs, and the Bills, who've been beating teams for the better part of the half side of the season, they go in and they're in a position where the Colts come back and almost have a chance to set them up for either a tie or for a victory or whatever. I think the Bills, the first game, wild cards, there were definitely some feelings going on. There were definitely some nervousness, some tension. Now they're playing in front of their fans for the very first time all season. So it's out of their norm. There's something that they're normally not doing. They haven't been doing on a regular basis. So to actually get that victory going, knowing that they're going to play, now that we got the nerves out of the way, the butterflies out of the way, you're going to see us just completely be a different team than you saw last Saturday. You're going to see the Buffalo Bills on the second half of the season. And I mean, they're going to score. Don't get me wrong. Lamar Jackson will probably get a good 1 touchdown, maybe 2. Okay. But Josh Allen has been just continue to playing lights out. I mean, look at it. Last game, 324 yards, 3 overall touchdowns, 75% completion.
Yeah, exactly.
Just something stupid. So, without getting into stats, because stats are fucking stupid, Buffalo Bills are going to beat the shit out of the Ravens. They're going to beat the shit out of them and say, this is our time, guys. This is Mafia. This is our time. This is it. We're going to stuff their guys' face in. We got our nerves out of the way. We're sorry. We got the victory. Now to the Ravens, former NFL MVP, we're going to stuff you, bro. I'm going to give you 10 points, Baltimore Ravens. But in return, Buffalo Bills are going to win 35-10. Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's going to have at least 350 plus yards, at least 65% or more. Because now he's it seems like the bigger the stage, the better Josh Allen is playing, guys. Can't argue with that.
Are they allowing fans again?
Yes. Well, they haven't. Yeah, same amount. Neil, did they put the stamp on it, confirm it, or it's just here's your tickets, we'll confirm like in a little bit. Sold out already, right?
Tickets are sold out already. They already called the people. Same deal as last time. Each person has to pay for their own COVID test, everything. You know, there was 128 fans that tested positive that weren't allowed to go in.
Wow.
How pissed off would you be? You were one of those that like, no, I'm not sick. Fuck off. I'm going in.
Like we all go in together. Like, sorry, Stan, you can't come in. You tested negative. I don't fucking know that guy. Never met him in my life.
Met him.
That lady right there, not my wife. Honey, look at her wedding picture. Strange stalker. Don't know her. I'm going in. Bye.
I'm going in.
Guys, this is going to be an interesting game. Neil, thanks for hopping on as always. And Thomas, dude, I hope you had a good time, man. Like I said, I'm not.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm not your normal cat.
I know how to have a good time, man. You know that.
I've been told I beat to the march of my own drums, or I marched to the beat of my own drums,
man. So you can buy some shots.
Yeah. So why don't we start with golf in the morning? Okay.
Yeah, we definitely do that.
Let's do some golf in the morning. We'll play some golf.
Oh
yeah. I got a spot, bro. We'll talk. We'll talk as we get closer. I'll let you know what the details are. And, if you're available in the morning, I usually like to reserve around 8, 9 o'clock. That way where it's, still morningish and I can be done by noon. Golden, baby.
Let's do it.
And then Saturday night, bro, let's get down.
You going to be able to get out? You got permission? Hall pass?
You know what? It is a playoff game. So pretty sure.
You've been throwing out there all night. Honey, can I go?
Bro, she's actually standing behind the door like this, waiting for me. Oh, you're going to do what now?
Hey, just tell them you got to go. You got to, media pass. You got to be there.
That's right. I just got to that's media pass.
Thomas is going to be there. So I got to cover Thomas.
My man, dude. Mafia, if you guys are still listening, you could find me on Twitter at Breaking Tables, BR8, King Tables, Facebook, Breaking Tables podcast. Brian Van Slyke. Neil is, he's my number stats guy. So you're going to be seeing his pretty face more often and in the Super Bowl. And of course, Thomas Smith. Thank you for taking the time to hang out for us and just, shoot the shit, my man. You had a blast because I saw you giggling like a schoolgirl, Thomas Smith. And
No, I had a good time, man. I like doing different podcasts, man. It's fun, man. It's fun.
Well,
Yeah, man.
we're gonna link up here after the show. Mafia, thank you guys so much for listening to our rant. This is Breaking Tables. My name is Brian. Bills are going to the Super Bowl. Thomas Smith is a legend. I don't care what he says. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah, I'm a Bills legend. Yeah,
Pew!
I'm part of the legend community.
See you, Neil. See you, Thomas. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
All right, thank you.